What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement. We are back here in the basement live for the Buffalo Bills versus the Cincinnati Bengals. 12-3 of the Bills, 11-4 of the Bengals. They're coming in here today in a huge AFC matchup for positioning in the playoffs to the number one team. We got the Bills, the Bengals, and the Chiefs all fighting for position. All fighting for position right now. Bengals just getting the ball, dropping back. Burrow put it up for Jamar Chase right away. And here we are, guys, getting this underway right now. It's a huge matchup, but don't forget, the Kansas City Chiefs are also 13-3 right now. So you got three teams vying for the number one spot in the NFL. Oh, in the NFL, in the AFC, but, pretty much could be in the NFL, right? In the AFC. So that's what we're going for right now today, guys. That is what we are aiming for. Big game tonight. Big game. I'm still in here representing the New York Jets colors because that's what I do. I still represent my team, even though they are out of it. So now in the AFC, I am going for the Buffalo Bills. That is a no-doubter right there. No doubt. That's what I'm going for. Buffalo Bills. Right now, 1st and 10. I think the Bills are going to win. It's kind of funny because a lot of the Bengals fans and Bengals themselves act, like say, hey, everybody thinks this is the Bills and Chiefs AFC when, we're the ones that made the Super Bowl. It's true. They did make it. We're just not thinking of them like that yet, though, right? We're just not thinking of them like that yet. I don't know why. We're just not. It just doesn't seem to be the way to be right now. Peso, first cellar dweller. OG cellar dweller accounted for. Manav, another OG cellar dweller accounted for. Manav's in the basement. Peso in the basement. Andy, another OG cellar dweller. Andy's in the base. What's going on, Andy? Andy, you've been doing a lot of work on your channel, brother. I've been seeing, man. I've been commenting on a few and liking some of it too, man. Hitting the like button. You know the deal. Anybody else in the basement? Subscribe, bell notice, like button. Keep the basement rolling. Knuckle, OG cellar dweller, another accounted for. What's going on, Knuckle? Go Bills. I'm going for the Bills from here on out. From here on out, guys, I'm going for the Bills. In the AFC and the NFC, I'm going for the Giants. So I'm still going to be sitting here repping my team's colors. Even though we're eliminated, I'm still going to be repping them, man. That's the way it is, man. John O'Sullivan, cellar dweller accounted for. John's in the base. What's going on, brother? Well, John, here we are, man. We're going to do the Bills. Going for the Bills now. Still repping the Jets. That's what we're going to do, man. We came close. We came close this year, but what are you going to do? Joe Expo, OG cellar dweller in the basement. What's going on, Joe? This is where I want to be, win or lose. Brother, well, this is where I am right now, and I'm going for the Bills the rest of the way, man. The rest of the way, it's all about the Buffalo Bills right now. The Jets will play Sunday. We'll probably play our best game that we played in weeks because the game doesn't matter, so we probably will beat the Dolphins Sunday. Who cares? As long as the Bills when the Bills beat the Patriots on Sunday, knocking them out of the playoffs too. All's right in the world. The Jets will be fine. Watch out for the Jets next year. Watch out for the Jets next season. We're going to have a quarterback, a new play caller. Mike LaFleur is going to be gone. You know that. You know that. I don't know why I always forget to do that at the start of these things, but I always do. Joe, Jets going to beat the Fish, and we're all going to be here. That's right. We'll all be right here when the Jets beat the Fish on Sunday and end our season 8-9, which is a far cry from what we expected to be. Seriously, no betting line, not Vegas, not anybody would give the Jets more than 5 wins this season. Maximum 5 wins. So we surpassed that. It's still disappointing. It's still disappointing to be 7-4 and lose 5 in a row. It just and the fact that the Jets never get the quarterback situation right is mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. It is. It's mind-blowing how they never get it right. And when they don't get it right, they're way off. Sam Darnold looks like freaking Patrick Mahomes compared to Zach Wilson. Anyway, Peso, dirty block. Well, yeah, that was a dirty block, brother. That was a dirty block. Andy, Johnny, are you a bandwagon Bills fan? No, I'm not. I'm a fan of the Bills Mafia, Andy. I'm a fan of the Bills Mafia. I'm not a Bills bandwagon fan. It's easy for me to go for the Bills, Andy, because the Bills Mafia, along with the Buffalo Bills, have been beaten up just like the Jets and Jet fans have for years and years, for over decades now. So I'm going for them because it's easy to go for them because they haven't won anything. So I want them to win, Andy. So no, I'm not hopping on a bandwagon. I'm wanting the Bills to do something. I want them to win. A lot of years of struggling, a lot of years of not getting it done right. That's why I want them to win. Manav, ref's probably going to make bets with the... Oh, boy, Manav, you're funny. Andy, I want a Bills versus Cowboys Super Bowl matchup. Go Cowboys. Well, Andy, you know the Cowboys always choke way before the Super Bowl, right? They always choke in the playoffs. Joe, the real reason everyone wants home field is you get a home call from the refs. That was a dirty block. That's insane. Here we go. It's 1st and 10 right now. 1st and 10. Come on, Buffalo, get on him. He's wide open. He was wide open. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, man. These Bengals are really upset that the Bills and the Chiefs are talked about as they're the best teams in the AFC. The Bengals are never brought. I never thought about it until their players started talking about it. Joe Mixon was the one that brought it up. The AFC still has to go through Cincinnati. I mean, there has been a lot of talk of the Bills and the Chiefs. You never hear anything about the Bengals. It's true. You don't. You don't. But we'll find out why tonight because the Bills are going to win this thing, although the Bengals are walking right down the field on their opening drive, which is not good. Touchdown Bengals. Man, right off the bat. Come on, Buffalo. Come on, Buffalo. What was that? Are you kidding me? Right down the field, right off the bat? I just watched the Jets do the same thing. What is going on? What's going on? Andy, Cowboys need it more, brother. Cowboys, well, the Cowboys have rings, man. Buffalo needs it more than anybody, Andy. Buffalo has no rings. They need it more than anybody. And anybody, Andy, that's who needs it more, Buffalo. Bengals, they don't have any rings either for that matter. The Bengals have been to 3 Super Bowls and lost all 3. One with Kenny Anderson at quarterback when they lost to Joe Montana and the 49ers. Then with Boomer Esiason at quarterback, lost to Joe Montana and the 49ers. And then Joe Burrow just last year. So the Bengals have been to 3 Super Bowls and lost all 3. Andy, the Cowboys don't need it more than the Bills. The Cowboys just need to find a way to win in the playoffs, Andy. They always beat up on everybody in the regular season. Then they get to the playoffs and they do nothing. Mikhailov, another OG cellar dweller in the basement. Mikhailov, OG Australian to top that off in the basement. What's up, Mikhailov? Gardini, another OG cellar dweller in the basement. Gardini's accounted for. What's up, Gardini? 100% going to be one of the best offensive games of the year. 2nd and 3rd best quarterbacks in the game. This should be a great one, Gardini, no doubt. This game right here should be a great game. And it's for seeding in the AFC on top of that. Cincinnati's 11-4, the Bills are 12-3, and Kansas City's 13-3, somehow finding a way to beat the Broncos yesterday. But they did. Knuckle, they always give up an early score. Always so aggravating. I hear you, brother. That Cincinnati just walked right down the field. They walked right down the field. It's all right. Buffalo's going to come back. They're going to score, and then they're getting the ball after halftime. Cincinnati wanted the ball first. So it's all right. It's all good. It's all good. Who we at? Knuckle, red dot. Manav, hopefully next year the Jets management made good decisions instead of bad decisions, Johnny, just saying. Yeah, well, they got to get a quarterback, Manav. The Jets have to get a quarterback. For some reason, they can't. The guys coming to New York cannot play quarterback. Nobody. Not since Chad Pennington. Not since we drafted Chad Pennington has anybody been able to play consistent quarterback here. Anybody. Mark Sanchez's record as a Jet quarterback is 34-30. So it looks like he did a lot. He wasn't bad as everybody, because everybody thinks of a butt fumble. Mark Sanchez wasn't bad, but a lot of that was when we had that great defense in 09 and 10, and then we had a lot of victories during those 2 years, and Mark didn't. After that, man, the team kind of folded after that. So that's what happens there. Plus, they have to fire the offensive coordinator, Mike LaFleur, Manav. So the Jets have some changes to make. Peso, yeah, Micah Hyde is a monster loss. And Von Miller. I mean, these are major losses on defense for you guys, man. Godini, the Cowboys are the football Minnesota Twins. No success since the 90s poverty chase. Right. That's a good analogy right there. That's a good analogy right there. Henry Hill, OG cellar dweller accounted for in the basement. Bengals just kicking off now. What's up, Henry? You're right about that, Johnny. Dallas needs to WT up and win a game in the playoffs for starters. Yeah, they do, Henry. I'm not even stating hate. I'm just stating facts. I don't know what happens whether Romo was at quarterback or Dak. They have great teams going into the playoffs, and then they just lose. I don't get it. I don't get it, Henry. So I'm not spitting hate. I'm just spitting facts, man. They haven't been to a championship game since Troy Aikman. That's a long time. And they've had the teams to do it, which makes it weird. They've had the teams to do it. So here we go. 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Josh Allen and company ready to get going. Boom. Good pass, Diggs, right off the bat. 1st down and more. 1st down and more. That's what's up. That's what's up. Good. Anybody new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, like button. We're aiming for 5,000 subs, short-term goal. 10,000 subs is where we're headed. So let's bring it on. Don't forget to hit that like button. Yeah. Thanks, Henry. Andy, sorry about your Jets, Johnny. That's all right, man. I've been sorry about them for 46 years, Andy. Jets will do better next season. They should. Watch out for the Jets next year, Andy. Seriously, for once I could say that and actually believe it. So there's no doubt. Watch out for the Jets next season. No doubt about that, man. I agree. They just need a quarterback. Breece Hall will be back. We'll have our linemen back. And the Jets already have 2 shutdown corners, so we don't have to worry about the defense too much. But whatever the case, that's where we're at. They need a freaking quarterback. Gator Zone. Who dey? Gator Zone in the basement. What's going on, Gator? Who dey? That's right, brother Henry. You right about that, Johnny Dallas. I read that. Godini, Bengals. Oh, Godini, Bengals win. Mahomes gets the bye again. He owns the AFC almost like LeBron in the East. He does. He has. I mean, I got to give credit where credit's due. I mean, they did blow that 21-0 lead to the Bengals in the second half last year, Godini. Joe Burrow, by the way, is undefeated against Patrick Mahomes. Did you know that? Burrow's never lost to Kansas City. Never. I think he's 3-0 now against Kansas City. But in the playoffs, Burrow beat him once. But Kansas City right now, been to 2 Super Bowls. Bengals been to 1. The Bills have been to none. So we'll see. But losing Tyreek Hill, I just think Buffalo's winning the whole thing this year. I think Buffalo's winning the whole thing. But Burrow and company have not been losing to Kansas City. 3rd and 1, Buffalo got the 1st down across midfield. We're at the 48-yard line. 48-yard line on Cincinnati side. Andy Jets, the Godini, the Cowboys are almost as consistent as the Jets quarterback. They pretty much are. Joe, Happy New Year to you, Johnny, and the whole damn basement. That's right. Happy New Year to you, Joe. Happy New Year back to you, brother. Henry, I have not watched Miracle yet. I'll tell you when I'll watch that, Henry. Probably after the NFL playoffs are over. That's probably when I'll watch it. I got too much sports going on right now. I haven't really watched much of any movies, to be honest with you. But it's on the docket for 2023, Henry. Manav, same to you, Joe. Right. Oz Knight, another cellar dweller accounted for, another Australian accounted for. Oz Knight in the basement. Hey, bud, just thought I'd stop by. Only holiday with my kids down the beach. Nice, Oz. Nice. You're on the beach. And actually today it's like 60 degrees out, believe it or not. This is like a super warm day, and tomorrow's going to be in the 60s. Wednesday's going to be in the 60s. This is crazy. Beginning of January, taking down Christmas lights today, and I'm outside in shorts and a T-shirt. Shorts and a T-shirt today on January 2nd. It doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. playoffs 2 times in 7 years, has 1 playoff win. Dallas is poverty. Josh Allen, looking, he's going to run. He's going to run. He got a couple yards. Got a couple yards. That's awesome, last night. Enjoy your day, brother. Henry, I hate Mike McCarthy and more along with GM Jerry. Why haven't we won anything since Jimmy? Egos, Henry, egos. Jerry Jones' ego didn't allow Jimmy Johnson to stay as head coach, right? Because he was getting all the accolades. That's why they haven't won. If they had kept Jimmy on, they would have won a couple more Super Bowls in the 90s. There's no doubt about that, man. It was just like the worst move, but that's what egos do. Henry, if you really want to add on, if you really want to hear a stat, I'll give you a stat. Mark Sanchez has more playoff victories with the Jets, has more playoff victories than Dak and Romo combined. It's a true story. And he's been to 2 championship games, Mark Sanchez. Isn't that sickening that Mark Sanchez has 4 playoff victories as a Jet? That's more than Romo and Dak combined. And both of those guys have had better offenses than Mark ever worked for. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Henry, I expect Dallas to lose in the first round again with that trash D. Henry, what did you guys draw the Buccaneers? What did you guys draw the Buccaneers? Goodini, Johnny, I get it. We have seen very, very impressive flashes from the Jets, but Brees from ASL might never be the same, and Mike White not getting you to the playoffs. Brees Hall will be fine, Goodini. Look at Saquon Barkley. Guy had 2 injuries 2 years in a row. The guy came back. Look at him now. Look at him now. He's great. Brees Hall is going to be great, dude. Well, Mike White can't get us to the playoffs because we're already eliminated. We're already up the middle. There you go. Up the middle. Buffalo's going to score on this drive, guys. Cincinnati doesn't get the ball after the half. Buffalo does. Containing C, linemen with lower body injuries don't bode well in the future. Jets are going to be just fine, Goodini. The Jets are going to be fine. Remember when I told you in the beginning of the year the Jets were going to win 7 to 9 games, and you told me that was no way. They're not going to win more than 3 or 4. You never expected them to win 7. They won 7. They just need a quarterback. That's it. Brees Hall is going to be fine. Saquon Barkley, again, came back from 2 massive injuries. Look at him this year. The guy's killing it. It's going to be fine. Henry, yeah, the Jets are going to have Carr, Jimmy G. I'm hoping for Lamar Jackson. That would be amazing if they got Lamar Jackson, man. That would be amazing. But that's all the Jets need is a quarterback, and watch out. Jets get a quarterback, watch out. That's all we need. They sure as hell can't draft any. David Carr, Derek Carr. I keep saying David Carr. Good Lord, that guy's a long time ago. Derek Carr, man, that's the move. I wouldn't mind Derek Carr in here. We got 2nd and 3 right now. The Bills on the 7.5-yard line. Seven-and-a-half-yard line for the Bills. 1 second here, guys. I got to do something real quick. I'm leaving the chat for a minute. Just for a minute. Don't worry, I'm not hitting any buttons. You guys know how I do. I forgot to do this before I turn. I guys got started late today. Got started a little late. Should be on right now. Looking good, looking good. All right, I'm back. There we go. All right, I'm back. All right, we got 3rd and 3. Let's go, Bills. Oh, he dropped it. Are you kidding me? Cole Beasley dropped it. He dropped it. Cole Beasley just came back to the team and dropped it. Just came back. Look at that. For the first down, he drops it. Where am I at? Good also. They're going for the field goal right now. Mikhailov, I watched slap shot the other day. Not bad at all. The Chiefs goalie is my the Chiefs goalie. How many goals was that dude giving up in the beginning of the game, man? In the beginning of the movie, the Chiefs goalie was hilarious, man. Hilarious, dude. That guy gave up a lot of goals. He's funny, and he didn't speak great English either, man. A lot of funny characters in that movie, Mikhailov, besides the Hanson brothers. What about Dave? Dave's a killer. Remember that? Mikhailov, Dave? Dave went in there to stand up for Paul Newman, right? And got beaten. He got beaten to death. He got beaten. That's when they discovered the Hanson brothers, man. Great movie, Mikhailov. Great movie. Beautiful throw. Allen has a cannon. Yeah, he does. Henry, that's very true, Johnny. We are sad, bro. Why keep hope alive? I have no idea. Bro, you got more hope than I got. You know, as a Jet fan over 46 years, I've seen 4 AFC championship games. You've got Super Bowls at least that you've seen, Henry. I haven't even seen the Jets in a Super Bowl. I've seen them come close 4 times. That's it. 4 times. That's as close as they've come. I'm just saying, with the offenses that Romo and Dak have had, for them to combine to have less than Mark Sanchez, that's really hard to do. Like, that's really hard to do. Now, granted, Sanchez was the quarterback of the Jets when the Jets had everything. The quarterback just had to manage the game. That's all he had to do. We had Thomas Jones at running back. We had monsters on the offensive line. We had a great defense. One of the greatest secondaries of all time with Darrelle Revis and company. In 2009, they only gave up 8 passing touchdowns from week 1 through the championship game. 8 passing touchdowns. That's it. Teams that have secondaries and defenses like that go to the Super Bowl, not the Jets. We'll find a way not to do it. Joe, I remember Jimmy Johnson's last game before he retired. Oh, 62-7. Dude, and that was Dan Marino's last game too, Joe. That was Dan Marino's last game too, 62-7. That was horrible. I remember that playoff game. Talk about a team quitting. If you want to see a team that quit in a game, you won't find anyone better than Marino and Jimmy Johnson's Dolphins in that 62-7 playoff loss to the Jaguars. That is quitting during a game. Gardini took Saquon. Only been good 2 years post. So very tricky for someone with a very similar skill set. It is. Coming off an injury like that is tricky, man. He'll be all right. Plenty of guys have come back from ACL tears. He'll be okay. Oh, he fumbled. He fumbled. The Bills got it. The Bills got it. He fumbled. Wow, what a break for the Buffalo. What a break for Buffalo. 6:45 left in the first quarter. Is that a fumble for real? I don't see any flags down. Yeah, he was down. He was down. He was definitely down. I'm watching it now. He was down. Ground caused the fumble. Gardini said giant. Gardini, I said ceiling was 7, so wasn't that wrong. You were pretty adamant, though, Gardini. Hey, we call each other out on stuff. You were pretty adamant that the Jets were not going to get even near 7 wins. But you did say the Giants' ceiling was 8. Well, yeah, you were wrong, but that's a good wrong, Gardini. That's a good wrong. The Giants look great. Like I said, I'm going for the Bills in the AFC. I'm going for the Giants in the NFC. I'm going to be doing both playoff series. I'm doing the Bills playoff games, and I'm doing the Giants playoff games. Manav, can't wait to see the games. Me neither, brother. Me neither. Here we go. 2nd and 3 right now for the Bengals. They're on their own 40 yard, 39. They're on their own 39-yard line. How about that? Burrow back, wide open. Wide open. There's too many of these guys are wide open on the Bengals, man. A lot of these Bengal fans in the stands, man, a lot of these Bengal fans have signs. They got to play us. They got to play us. It's because no one's talking about the Bengals, which is weird, but nobody is. Nobody is. It's very strange, but nobody's talking about the Bengals. Manab, read that. Nikos, another cellar dweller accounted for. Nikos in the basement. Hello to all the basement gang. What's going on, Nikos? Good to see you in here, brother. Henry, I heard the Giants playing starters, but I think it's because Vegas has Eagles 13.5 favorites. Wow, that's not what the Eagles did last year. Wait, Doug Peterson? Come here, Rocco. Doug Peterson? Basement mascot in the house. Rocco saying what's up to everybody. Rocco saying what's up to everybody in the house. In the house. Henry, I heard the Giants. Oh, I read that already. Henry, you're right, Johnny. We are cursed. There's something going on there, Henry, for the Cowboys just not to be pulling it off. Let's see what happens this year, brother. Maybe it'll change. Mikhailov, the fight before the game is awesome. And the ref just standing there crapping it. You mean when he clotheslined him when they was skating around? And he just cold cocked him, man. Just clobbered him right before the game started. That was awesome. And they're singing the national anthem and everybody's all beaten up and bloody, Mikhailov. Yeah, that was great stuff, man. Great stuff. Niner is in the basement. Cellar dweller accounted for. Niner's in the basement. What's going on, Niner? What is happening, brother? Everybody, as you know, Niner Wolfcast is a great dude. He's working toward 1,000 subs. Please subscribe to his channel. The guy's doing a great job over there with his 49ers. He's excited. He should be. He should be. The Niners are going far, man. They got a great defense, maybe the best in the game. Niner, please subscribe to his channel. Help that man get to 1,000 subs. Niners in the basement. Henry, I'm the Jets. I give up draft picks for Carr. Only thing you need in the draft really is offensive linemen. The Carr would be perfect on that offense with those wide receivers and running back. Listen, Derek Carr would be just fine on the Jets. Would be just fine. Jimmy G gets hurt too much. That's my only problem with Jimmy G. He gets hurt too much. It's my only problem. I know they're talking Aaron Rodgers, even here Tom Brady, but listen, I want a guy that's going to be around for a few years, not a guy that's going to be around for 1 year. I mean, if they're around for a year and win a Super Bowl, then I'll deal with that in a happy way, but we'll see. Somebody on the Bills is down and out. They got a stretcher out there right now. They got a stretcher. I don't know how badly this guy is hurt. Goodini, another Bills injury. Damn, this defense is. I know this is getting really bad for them. Really bad. Hold on a second, guys. This defense is getting beaten up, man. There's too many injuries on this defense. This is really bad for Buffalo. Getting closer to the playoffs, you don't need all these injuries, man. Goodini, Giants are playing for number 10 because if Dallas loses and we beat Minnesota, we host the game at MetLife. I think unless I'm screwing up the bracket. I don't know, Goodini. I haven't looked at the bracket yet. I didn't look at the bracket yet, so I don't know. I can't answer that right now, but I will answer it tomorrow night when what? When we're back in the basement for the Rangers and the Carolina Hurricanes. Big game tomorrow night between the Hurricanes and the Rangers right here at 7 o'clock. I'll look at the bracket, Goodini, and check that out, man, and see if I can answer that. Peso, is Amir, they playing dirty, rolling into Josh ankles on purpose. You never know. Peso, you never know, brother. You never know, man. You never know, dude. Things get, especially going into the playoffs. So they can get a cheap shot in here or there. That's the way the old school football was. Get a cheap shot in here or there when you can. Not saying it's right, but it can happen. It can happen. Josh Allen, I've told you guys all year long, my fear with Josh Allen is he's going to get hurt. Running the ball as much as he does, doing what he does, man, makes me nervous. You guys being diehard Bills fans, that would make me very nervous about that. If you're new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, like button. Keep the basement rolling toward it. We already had 1,000, toward 5,000 subs and on to 10,000, our major goal here. Peso, is it me? I just read that. Henry, Rocco is awesome. He smiled for the camera. Yeah, it's a basement mascot, man. Basement mascot. Niner, Johnny, thanks, bro. Of course, man. Come on, man. We're channels looking out for each other, brother. Looking out for each other, man. And you do. You got a great thing going on over there, man. And your Niners, Brock Purdy makes Zach Wilson look even worse, Niner. Brock Purdy, Zach Wilson can't even do what Brock Purdy's doing for you guys, Niner. Zach Wilson can't even do what Brock Purdy's doing. The number 2 overall pick in the draft. Only the Jets can get 2 quarterbacks in the top, in number 3 and number 2. Darnold, then Wilson, and screw them both up. Screw them both up. And you know what's really sad? Look how much better Sam Darnold is than Zach Wilson. Isn't that scary? Sam Darnold is worlds better than Zach Wilson. Isn't that scary? They get it wrong with Darnold. I still pull for Darnold because I think he's a good dude. I think the guy studies the game. He's a good leader. He's respected by his teammates. He'll never be a QB1. But the guy's got all the other tools that'll keep him around for 10 to 12 years as a journeyman backup, like Colt McCoy. That's exactly what Sam Darnold will be. Why? Because management likes him, coaches like him, players like him. He's prepared. He understands the playbook. He understands what guys are supposed to do. Why that doesn't translate into being a good QB1, I don't know. But that being said, he's going to be around for a long time. Now, look at how much better Sam Darnold looks than Zach Wilson. That's really bad. Really bad. So, anyway, that's where I'm at with that. So, Brock Purdy, dude's looking good, Niner. Looking really good. And he doesn't have to do much with that defense that you guys have. He doesn't have to do a whole lot. He really doesn't. You do just enough and you get by. Gardini, CMC and Purdy, best midseason saving move in NFL history besides Big Ben 13-0 in his rookie year and keeping Brady even when Bledsoe is healthy. And Bledsoe won that championship game against the Steelers in 0-1. He won that championship game. What's up, dude? He's the one that brought the Patriots to the Super Bowl over versus Kurt Warner and the Rams. Bledsoe's the one that won that championship game, not Brady. And he still got benched for the Super Bowl for Brady. But now football players make bets with the. I don't know about all that. Manav. I don't know anything about that, brother. That's you're making that statement, not me. Peso, is it me? I read that. Henry read that. Niner read that. Gardini read that. Boy, I lost my place that fast. Gardini, Johnny ain't ever going to do the Knickerbockers. Gardini, I've done like 5 or 6 Knicks games already, man. Where you been? I've been doing 5 or 6 Knick games already. I've probably done some more than that. Probably done a little bit more than that, man. Knuckle. Hamlin could be a neck injury. He wasn't moving much. Did see his legs moving a bit. Yeah, it's a scary injury right there, man, Knuckle. That's a scary-looking injury. Especially when you got to bring the stretcher out, it's not good. Definitely not good. Gardini, that man just fell over, tough sight to see. Josh Allen is more gifted passing version of Cam Newton. Josh Allen's incredible, man. Like I said, I just think that the Bills next season need to get a decent running back or get a running game, an established running game going so you don't have to keep relying on Josh Allen. That's what we want. Because otherwise, Buffalo, he's still down. Dude is still down. Oh, man. He's still down, guys.
Now, several players are down on the knees. Other players are holding hands, praying. You can just see the word.
Oh, man, guys, this is not good.
As soon as we have more, we'll pass it on up to you guys.
Okay, Lisa, we're going to take a break. They have been administering CPR through these past 2 breaks that we.
They're administering CPR, guys. Guys, they're doing CPR on him. Oh, this is serious, man. Prayers up for him. Yeah. Yep. Wow, they just cut back to commercial. They were doing CPR on him. Holy crap. This is scary, man. This is scary. Game's a game, man. This is real life stuff. Manav, gonna go get some McDonald's for dinner now. I'll be back in. All right, McNabb, enjoy it. Get a Big Mac. Niner, sorry for the woes. Wish it worked out for the Jets. Hey, brother, I'm used to it. It has, though. It's the turning point, Niner. This is the turning point for the Jets. This season's the turning point. The turning point. Watch out next year, because come December next year, the Jets will already have 11 or 12 wins. That's how many wins the Jets are going to have next year. The Jets are going to have next year between 11 and 13 wins. I'm calling it now. January 2nd, 2023. Mark it down. Jets are going to have 11 to 13 wins later this year. You guys know what I mean. Next season. Calling it now. Call me out on it too. 11 to 13 wins. Calling it now. 11 to 13 wins for the Jets in this upcoming season. And what happened? I missed it, dude. They got a serious injury on the field. And welcome in. Subscribe, bell notice, like button. Keep the basement rolling. Bruin, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Bruins in the basement. What's up, brother? Good to see you in here. Good evening. I ain't seen something this serious since. Yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. He's still down. Mikhailov, what's going on? Hope Dalton, another cellar dweller accounted for. Dalton in the basement. What's up, Dalton? Hope dude is okay. Dude, this is really serious, man. Last time they came back from commercial break, they said the guy had they're performing CPR. All right, we're back. We're back. Hold on, guys.
So tight around Damar Hamlin, it's tough to get our cameras in there. Maybe that's the best, but they have him on a backboard, I am told, and now on a stretcher.
I'm just trying to hear what they're saying here, guys. So hold on. Hold on.
We'll send it away from here. There's nothing more to say at this point. We'll give you an update as soon as we can. We'll send it to Susie Culver.
Okay, Joe, we're watching just this emotional scene.
They cut back to the studio crew. There's nothing else they can give right now.
Pitt grad, 24 years old, administered CPR down, obviously, for an extended period of time. And just to watch the emotion in
This is serious, guys.
fear. I mean, really just terrifying that he was up, collapsed to the ground. And one of those things, the hit doesn't look bad, but Boog, I mean, often that's how it is. It's not necessarily about a big hit. It's about the type of hit.
Yeah, so
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to hear what they're saying here. This is like really scary, man. Bruin, what even happened? Bruin, Hamlin took a hit. It didn't even look like that bad of a hit, but he just collapsed, Bruin. I don't know how else to put it, man. Obviously it doesn't matter if it's a big hit or not. It's where you get hit. He just collapsed, Bruin. He just collapsed. I don't know how else to put it. He's down on the field more than 9 minutes or longer than that by now, and they had performed CPR on him as well. So I'm trying to hear and see what's going on here.
Because their teammate on the field is bigger than whatever's going to happen at some point tonight on the field.
This is a little scary right now, guys. They still, last I saw before they went to the studio, they still had him on the field, but all the Bengals and Bills players were around him. So they can't really give us any updates or see what was going on.
Is the most important thing right now.
Gather yourself and focus. You figure out a way to focus.
Well, it's chilling to watch the whole thing. There's no other way to describe it. And you're not used to seeing something like this unfold, where an ambulance is on the field. I don't recall seeing an ambulance.
An ambulance is on the field, by the way. It's more than just a stretcher, guys. An ambulance is out there.
Prayers all across the NFL community. Everybody's thinking of Damar Hamlin right now. And that's all we can do is hope and pray that he's okay.
Man, this is really scary. Prayers go out. Yep, Blackhorn. Yep, prayers go out. Welcome in. Blackthorn going to be hard to be excited through the game. Good point. Good point, Blackthorn. It's going to be hard to be excited throughout the rest of the game. That's very true. It's very true. How do these players even get into this, man? That's what Booger McFarland up here is saying. He played.
To compete.
It's hard to compete after something like this for either team.
Families after the game, man. And
Everybody wants to go home to their families after their game. They don't want anybody serious. This is a reminder to all the players
Time that they need.
what can happen. One play could be your last play for your life. One play. You could be one play away from career-ending injury, from a major brain injury, from a spinal injury, from being paralyzed. Any next play could be your last play
That would be foremost.
of who you are as you know it.
Everyone in the NFL community would be focused on.
They're still in the studio, man. This is I'm telling you, this is really scary. Really scary. Looks like they got him off the field. They're going to commercial break now. Looks like the game's going to resume. Maybe we'll get an update. They just went to commercial now. Gardini, this game went from one of the most hyped to one of the most emotional. I'm expecting a dud for the rest of the way. And I'm saying that positively, this more than life. Oh, yeah, no doubt, Gardini. I know what you mean. This is just the last thing anybody wants to see. We can all joke around and make fun of each other's teams and what have you and the whole thing, man. That's all in fun. You know, fans in the stands can be holding up signs. Hey, don't forget about the Bengals. It's not about the Bills and the Chiefs. All that's out the window right now. This man, performing CPR. I don't know if I've ever seen an ambulance on a field before. I've seen stretchers, come out and have their normal carrier, but not a real ambulance. The real ambulance is on that field. And that's what's making this even more scary, man. Gunner, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Gunner in the basement. Sorry, I'm not as hype right now, Gunner. Always appreciate you being in here, man. It's just the whole situation going on here, brother. Praying for Hamlin. I can't even focus right now. I'm shaking so much. Yeah, this is scary. This is really scary. I'm waiting for the update. Just waiting for the update, man. Blackthorn, I wouldn't mind if this game got canceled. You never know. You never know, Blackthorn. You never know. You never know, brother, what can happen here. If it gets canceled and they have to replay it, then so be it. But right now, the TV just came back. The field has been cleared. No one's on the field yet, though. The field is cleared.
55. Was on his back. It went from wondering what was going on to wondering about head injury to then.
I'm trying to see what they're saying, guys. Hold on.
CPR to this 24-year-old safety. And this is a Bills team. During the break, we watched Sean McDermott call his team over and say, we're going to say a prayer.
Oh, boy.
They're going to try to continue to play this game.
They're going to try to continue to play the game.
For each head coach, the two head coaches, you can see that together, and they'll have 5 minutes to warm up. And Troy, play this game for the majority of your life, and then after that, you've been calling these games. First of all, I've never seen anything like this. And then the question turns to, how do you, as a member of the Buffalo Bills or the Cincinnati Bengals?
Yeah, it's got to be hard to continue on with this, man. It's got to be hard. Let's see, Manav, that would be the best call. Yeah, I'm a Bengals fan, but I'm rooting for the guy on the Bills. Of course, Blackthorn. Of course, man. Fandom of the team doesn't matter at this point. It's all about the player, man. It's all about the player. Santa Claus is in here. Santa Claus. Pray for Hamlin. Yep, go Knicks. That's right. Blackthorn, dynamic of this game just changed big time. Oh, it did. 100%.
This is uncharted water really forever. Right. 20 years. I've never.
No one's ever seen anything like this. Even the announcers are talking about it. 20 years.
15 minutes. And it just puts things in perspective real quick.
Let's see what's going on here, guys. The coaches are talking.
To Sean McDermott, as these two head coaches are going to get together again.
Let's see if they're going to continue this game or not.
Send it down to Lisa.
Hold on here, guys. This is getting
Down here on the Bills sideline right now, after Hamlin was taken away by ambulance, the Bills players.
McHale off. Yeah, prayers up. Blackthorn. That didn't even look like a bad hit. You know what? It's just a matter of where they get hit more so than a bad hit, I guess. It's where they get hit.
Other guys were openly.
Look at, remember Dale Earnhardt? Look at Dale Earnhardt's accident that killed him. That didn't even look like anything. Bo Jackson, when he got hurt, got his hip and dislocated and that whole thing that ended his career. That didn't even look like anything. You never know.
Just looking devastated, hugging each other, and openly crying.
Yeah, Lisa, as we said, they've been given 5 minutes to quote unquote get ready to go back.
I don't know what they're going to do here, guys. The coaches are talking again. They may cancel the game. This player's on the sideline, visibly upset.
Everybody's just stagnant. And
This is
McDermott, after talking to Zach Taylor, is going to pull his team. Temporarily suspended.
the game's suspended for right now, guys. It's suspended. That's so true. Gunner, hug your families, guys. Hug your friends. Yeah, no doubt, Gunner. No doubt.
An opportunity to back in themselves. And so the game has temporarily been suspended to give them the opportunity.
Guys, the game is suspended for right now. It's suspended for right now, guys.
You know, this now is up to these players.
It's up to the players, they said. The players may just cancel it.
Sense from the team as to how much they want to go back out there and continue playing this game. I think it's the right call to give them a moment to go back.
They're giving the players, they're doing a temporary suspension. I think that's what the word is. They're gonna leave it up to the players. They're gonna leave it up to the players to continue on or not.
They don't know what's going on. Now these players are going back to their locker rooms and I assume they'll have a real frank discussion as to whether they want to go back out there and play this game too.
It's been 23 minutes since the injury. The game's suspended for right now, guys. It's suspended for right now. Manav, that's so true, Gunner. Yep. Hug your families and your friends. Amen, Gunner. That's a great statement and a very true one.
Not sure if anything's off the table.
Blackthorn, temporary suspension for the game. Probably going to decide if they keep playing or not. Yeah, I think it's up to the players, man. Blackthorn. I think it's up to the players at this point. They're going to continue playing or not.
This athlete.
But there's no updates on him that I've heard of as of yet.
Keep you updated right now. We'll send it back to the studio and Susie Colbert.
Joe, it's a complete unknown and it feels like almost an unprecedented situation.
Boy, this is scary.
It's just so jarring.
Blackthorn, fans have been awesome. Proud to be a Bengals fan right now. Classy fans right now. Yeah, absolutely, Blackthorn. That's what they should be. So they should be classy right now. This is life. That man has a family.
Together.
He's got a mom. He's got a dad. I don't know if he's married or has kids. He's 24. He could. I mean, I had a kid when I was 23. He could. I don't know. But there's people out there that care about him, man. Fans can't be acting like jerks right now. And if they are, then they're a jerk. I just classy moves right now.
That'd be the only thing I'd be concerned about is he okay?
Joe Expo, glad I'm here with you all. Yeah, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is sad. This is
I need to hear that before I can talk about anything else tonight.
That's why they go to the locker room, and that's why they suspend this right now. Because we haven't seen a situation.
they need to suspend the game fully for the night, guys.
How Damar Hamlin is doing right now.
They've never seen anything like this. Never had an ambulance come on the field. Never had players so distraught the way a lot of the players are on the sidelines on both teams. On both teams.
Because how can anything else but that matter right now?
How
I've never seen that in an NFL game.
right? Adam Schefter is saying it, and he's right. How can anything else matter right now to want to go out and play the game? You know, they could what? They could redo the game. What, tomorrow?
And so you're John Parrott talking about the fact.
And who cares when they redo it?
Have covered the sports.
This is really tough right now. Really, really tough. Really tough here, guys.
It's never happened. I don't believe.
Joe, glad I'm here with you all. Yeah, Joe, same here, brother. Same here, man. I'm glad to have you in here, Joe. Your OG cellar dweller, Blackthorn, same. Yep. Zix, cellar dweller accounted for. Zix is in the basement. Don't even know what to say. Neither do we, Zix. Neither do we, brother. Neither do we, man. No one's ever seen anything like this before, man. Nobody. E-Dog, welcome into the basement. E-Dog, subscribe, bell notice, like button. E-Dog Sports Highlights. They should terminate the game. I agree, E-Dog. E-Dog, I agree. They should terminate the game. There's no doubt about it. They should terminate the game. 100%. Soto, crazy WTF. Soto in the basement, another cellar dweller. I can't get it. I'm happy to have all you guys in here. I can't jump up and down and do my normal boom, boom stuff because this is like serious business here, man. This is really, I mean, Booger McFarland's talking right now. The guy played for a long time. He's talking about, he's distraught. He's never seen anything like this. And I've been watching football a long time like you guys have. Never seen anything like it. Not like this. And they're giving him CPR on the field. Oh my gosh, man. This is really scary. Robert, there's a lot of people to tell the games. There's a lot of people to tell the game's done, though. Robert, this game should be done. This game should be done. It should be done. It should be done. How can these guys go back out there and play? How can they go back out there and play? Whose mind is going to be on the game after this? Whose? Nothing matters now. Nothing matters but this man's health and who knows, having CPR on the field? Who knows? This is scary. Scary. Blackthorn, yeah, just call it a draw, make it up later. They're going to have to make a game like this up. They don't necessarily have to play it tonight, but they're going to have to make it up. You're talking, It sucks to talk about the importance of positioning in the game and playoff positioning, but I mean, I'm just saying they're going to have to make the game up. I would say tonight's probably not the time to play the game. That's what I would say. Tonight's probably not the time to play the game. Blackthorn, yeah, just call it a draw, make it up later. Knuckle, the Bills aren't going to be able to continue after watching him get CPR and oxygen. Amen, Knuckle. How can anybody play after that? Seeing your teammate go down like that, especially when you've never seen it before. Never. There are all these former players that are announcers that are talking right now are saying themselves they've never seen it before. So this is something devastating. That this isn't some guy getting on a stretcher and going off on the golf cart. He went out in an ambulance. You're getting CPR right in front of everybody. It's real deal. It's real deal. Blackthorn, I don't think the fans would be upset. How could they be upset? This is scary stuff, man. This is someone's family out there, man. This is real life stuff. Rick the Ninja, OG cellar dweller accounted for and in the basement. What's up, Rick? Haven't seen you in a while. Johnny, this is scary stuff. Prayers up to Hamlin and his family. Amen. 100%, Rick. 100%. 100%, Rick. This is like I said, man, this is scary stuff, man. Really scary stuff. Gamer, welcome into the basement. Can someone tell me what happened? I just got home and started watch the game, but the game got suspended. Yeah. Hamlin on the Buffalo Bills got hit, but something happened to him. He just collapsed. They were giving him CPR on the field. The game's been suspended almost a half an hour now. He was on the field for a very long time, but they were giving him CPR. I don't know how many updates beyond that, Gamer. We're trying to find out here, man. We're trying to find out here. Knuckle, I'm going to roll, Johnny. Have a good night. I'll catch you soon. All right, brother. Knuckle, I'll be on again tomorrow night. Rangers, Hurricanes. I'll be on right here, brother. I'll be on, Knuckle. I hear you, man. I'm trying to sit here and see what's going on, what's happening, if we can get any updates. So I'm kind of hanging out for the minute, man. But this guy getting CPR is, they may suspend this game for the night. I don't know how anybody can come back out and play after this. I mean, if they do, you would just assume they're going to do it tomorrow night. Zix. And they both still have to play next week, and they're playoff teams. And they're fighting for the position in the AFC, Zix. I mean, the Kansas City's 13-3, the Bills are 12-3, and Cincinnati's 11-4. So yeah, this is a game. If they suspend it tonight, you know they're going to be playing it tomorrow night. Like, it can't go beyond tomorrow. It's going to have to be played tomorrow. But right now, there's nobody there that cares about that, and they shouldn't. They care about their teammate right now. I mean, he just dropped. I didn't know it was that serious. He just dropped. Zix, Knuckle, I'm gonna roll Johnny Red Dad. Gamer, I'm deaf and I couldn't get subtitles on. Oh. Typing it in for you there, trying to hear type here, guys. Yeah, Gamer, I just put that in for you. If you can read, it's under Basement Squad. Where did I leave off? Mikhailov, they won't play this game. Split points. Yeah, Mikhailov, I doubt they're going to continue with this game. We're waiting on that now. Dalton, subclavian artery severed. What? Is that what happened? Is that what happened, Dalton? I'm trying to get an update here, man. Is that what happened, Dalton?
The game is so secondary to everything else. No one cares about the game right now. Everybody cares about this young man, his family, and finding out how he's doing, which is all that.
I'm trying to see if I can find updates here, guys.
And it's just one of those moments that is chilling. There's no other way to say it. It's chilling. It's heartbreaking. And everybody in the football world, the sports world, and I think the world at large, everybody's thinking about.
Oh, man.
Right now.
I'm trying to see this, guys.
They talk and they
Uh,
their respective teams.
Peso, this is crazy. Down two stars. I hope all is well with those guys, man. It is crazy, Peso. It's crazy, man. Raleigh, OG cellar dweller in the basement. Raleigh's accounted for. Raleigh, I'm sick right now, Johnny. I have tears for Hamlin, no doubt, man. Me too, brother. Me too. This is sickening, man. This is disturbing. Is that what happened, Dalton? Subclavian artery severed? Sorry for my pausing, guys. I'm trying to hear what they're saying, so just bear with me on this, guys. You got to bear with me. I'm trying to hear what they're saying.
Ball in. Listen, we have people in charge in our league, in the National Football League, Players Union. They're talking, I'm sure, right now, to how to make these decisions, what decisions need to be made. Let's hope they make the right decisions.
And let's candidly say, this is what we do as a living to sit here.
6, this kind of thing happened once in my viewing lifetime, 10/24/71. I pray this isn't happening again. What happened 10/24/71, Zix? I wasn't even on the planet yet. I did come around within a couple years of that, though. Peso, this is crazy. Oh, yeah, I just read that. Dude, this is insane. Insane. Trying to see if I can get an update here, guys. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Let's see. Hamlin right now is in a local hospital. Yeah, you can't play after this, guys. You just can't play after this. I don't know how you can go on and play. All I'm getting right now is he was rushed to a local hospital, which we already knew. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Zix, Chuck Hughes today, the only NFL player to die on the field during a game. Zix, wow.
Business can happen anytime.
I hope that's not it, Zix. I hope that's not it. Dalton jumped in and said it's some clavian artery severed. That's not good if that's what it is. Oh, Twitter doc. Okay. That's why, Dalton, I'm waiting for them to update it. And I'm not looking at social media right now. By the way, guys, I am on social media under Johnny Basement, by the way. I'm on Twitter and IG. I'm learning how to use that now. His opinion, not mine. No, I get it, Dalton. Dalton, I get it. I'm not holding you to it, brother. I'm not holding you to it. Dalton. I'm just waiting for them to update me on this as well. Give me 2 seconds, guys. 2 seconds. I'm coming right back.
No, that's not it. That's how you spend it. So where are we building?
We welcome you back to Cincinnati. Nothing has changed since we last spoke and when we left you, just by way of here tonight. This is at 8:59 Eastern when the ambulance was on the field to take Damar Hamlin away. He went down at 8:55:03. The athletic trainers immediately came out and were all around him. And when they first tried to get him into the ambulance, they had to place him back down on the ground. And that's when the CPR was being administered. And it was administered for many minutes here on the field. And then everybody kind of just stood. It was like people were just in shock, and with good reason, especially down on the field. And then when we got the update that within 5 minutes, these players were going to start playing football again, we saw Zach Taylor live walk across the field to Sean McDermott. They talked for a moment. The two teams went into their locker rooms, and we are told that if there is any postponement of the game, that will come from New York, from Commissioner Goodell after speaking with these two teams. And like they've been saying back at the desk, Troy, and I think it was said best by both back there when he said, we're talking about life and death here, getting further and further away from talking about football. And you know that these players, everybody down on that field wants to know the status of Damar Hamlin, which right now we don't have a lot of clarity on before any decision is made to get back out there and play football.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't think the players are going to want to or be willing to go out and take the field until they know that he's okay. You said it. They were administering CPR.
All right, let's see what's going on here, guys.
We're surrounding him, watching it all. I just, as a player and as someone who has teammates and the things that you go through.
Dalton left off there. Peso, he has a pulse, but not breathing on his own. Oh, man. Come on. Manab, I'm out for tonight, Johnny. Have a good night, Johnny. Hopefully he's okay. Prayers for him. Yes, amen. Nisa, welcome into the basement. So do you use Zoom and Streamlabs? Andy, I'm back, brother. Sandman, what's up, Johnny? What's up, Sandman? How you doing, brother? We're sitting here on a scary thing right now, man. Scary thing.
I can tell you what I'm able to see and hear back here by the Bills locker room. All of the game officials just came back here. Sean McDermott came out of.
Trying to get an update here, guys. Trying to get an update.
McDermott just went back into the Bills locker room. The officials are still here, but obviously I have no idea what was discussed.
I don't think this game's going to go on. We're going to see what's going to happen, but I don't think it's going to go on, guys.
Reporter Ben Baby says the ambulance left the stadium at 9:25 Eastern. Hamlin's family came down from the stand to be with him in the ambulance. For Bills reporter Elena Getzenberg, we will continue to monitor. We will continue to pray, hold our breath as we are in a holding pattern. What just transpired on this field here in Cincinnati.
Oh, boy. This is something else.
As soon as we get
What happens if you have any just work for a long
Sandman, what's up, John? I read that. Sandman, should Salah? No, I don't think so. I don't think Salah should be fired. I think Michael LaFleur should be fired, the offensive coordinator for the Jets. I think he should be fired. Salah gets another year. He gets another year because the Jets, again, they weren't supposed to be where they were at this year. We don't have a quarterback. They got to get a quarterback. But in answer to your question, no, I don't think Salah should be fired. Not this year. No, I don't believe. Now when we've had improvement, the ending was bad. Losing 5 in a row is bad. It's bad. But the great things that have came out of this season for the Jets overall, you said a lot of people in Vegas weren't even giving the Jets more than 5 wins or any betting line for that matter. So I wouldn't fire him yet because the team does believe in him. You didn't see a lot of one thing you guys did not see is or hear about is a lot of finger pointing on the Jets. There isn't amongst the players a lot of finger pointing you and you and you and you and you and you. You don't see a lot of that. That means that the coach has the respect of the locker room still. If that's the case, you keep him on. Now, the only way you get rid of Robert Saleh to me is if Sean Payton wants the job. Then you bounce Saleh out of there. If Sean Payton wanted the job, then you get rid of Robert Saleh. Outside of that, I wouldn't get rid of him, but I would definitely get rid of the offensive coordinator, play caller, Michael LaFleur. He needs to go. Zix, there won't be a real update until tomorrow at the earliest. Maybe they'll give each team a draw. Ooh, a draw. A draw. Boy, that would be hard to give a draw out in this six. I just thought about that. It'd be hard to give a draw. Because you got Kansas City, Cincinnati, and Buffalo. They're all fighting for the number 1 position in the AFC. You give these 2 teams a tie, you're giving Kansas City the AFC. They can't do that. They'd have to replay it tomorrow night, I would think. Rock in the basement. My favorite cellar dweller, my wife, my honey, Rock in the basement. What's up, Rock? Manav, hi, Rock. E-Dog, draw wouldn't be fair. They'd probably postpone it. Yeah, draw wouldn't be good. A draw, yeah. For the team, for these 2 teams fighting here, that would be really bad to have a draw. They can't. They'd have to postpone the game till tomorrow. They would have to play the game tomorrow because both teams have important games on Sunday, too. So
24-year-old Damar.
they're probably talking about all that right now while the game's still suspended. Rock, hey Manav. Yep.
Went down after taking hits.
SWJ, welcome into the basement. Of course, welcome into the basement. Subscribe, bell notice, like button. Prayers to the universe, no doubt. Prayers up. Prayers up, man. Prayers up.
I cannot.
This guy has he's being held on by oxygen right now. Zix. So how can LaFleur call a coherent offense if Zach can't read a defense or throw a screen, slant, or check down? Opponents know this. So running backs don't have a chance. So many 3 and outs and definitely gassed early. Well, LaFleur, the problem with LaFleur, Zix, is that LaFleur doesn't switch up the game plan no matter who's back there. If Zach's back there, he calls the same game plan as he would call for Mike White, which are 2 different style quarterbacks altogether. And first down for the Jets means handoff up the middle. Every single time, Zix, handoff up the middle. Jets first down, handoff up the middle. Mike LaFleur calls the same plays, whether they're working or not. Doesn't matter. He calls the same plays. There's no creativity. The team hasn't scored any touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. The guy does have some responsibilities for that. And even when he tried to slow it down for Zach, screen passes, short out patterns, Zach can't hit those. But he's calling the same things for Mike White, too. Calling the same play. These are 2 different style quarterbacks. Zach's best game is when he's throwing all the way downfield, 30, 40, 50 yards. Believe it or not, he completes those better than he does 5-yard pass plays. Mike LaFleur's play calling is horrendous. And it's true. If you watch Jet games, I swear to you, first down is a handoff up the middle every single time. Doesn't matter if it gets stuffed a lot. It's what it is.
This thing that Joe mentioned,
Let's see if I got an update here.
mom's on the way to the hospital with them. And you just pray, you see the way everybody is thinking.
Zix read that Blackthorn. Too many playoff implications to give a draw. Yeah, I know. And it sucks that we have to think that way, but that's what it is. There's too many playoff. We're talking about the number 1 seed in the AFC. Bengals, Bills, Chiefs, all battling for that. So this game here,
They care about this young man.
as highly anticipated as this game was, nobody cares about it right now. Nobody. Because of what's happening to their teammate. Nobody cares about that right now.
There's really not much more we can say.
The studio, like nobody knows what to say. The studio, Booger, Schefter, and Susie Colbert, they're all 3 of them are in there. They don't know what to say. And this is really like you see Booger McFarland, this guy played. He's affected. They're all affected. Don't get me wrong. They're all affected. But it's considering that he played, he's talking about how he never saw anything like this as a player. And you know, your guys, every player that's on that field is 1 play away from life-altering situation, career-altering, just your everyday in general. You could be paralyzed. You could have your legs amputated. I mean, you could have your legs taken out from under you where you never walk normal again. You could be paralyzed like Darryl Stingley when Jack Tatum hit him in a preseason game. Jack Tatum paralyzed Darryl Stingley in a preseason game. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. And look at this guy here today. And as Zix brought up before, Chuck Hughes died on the field in 1971. Anything can happen, guys. Anything. It's just scary stuff, man. Truba train. Truba, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Truba in the basement. They won't draw the game. They may postpone it for a few days. Yeah, Michael, I'm thinking they're going to postpone it, but what, till tomorrow? Wednesday at the most, because both teams have big games coming Sunday. So they latest they would replay this would be Wednesday, I would think. But they're going to have to replay it. It's too much riding on it. And it sucks again to be talking like that when there's a real life situation going on more than a freaking playoff positioning. But here we are. And that unfortunately has to be the conversation with the NFL and what players are doing and how they're going to work this out. This is not something you see. Not an ambulance on the field. Stretchers, yes, we've seen those, but they leave on that glorified golf cart. Not this. Not this. And CPR? Oh, boy. Prayers up for him. Lockport, another OG cellar dweller accounted for. Lockport's in the base. What's up, boys? Back in the basement. Lockport, scary scene in Cincinnati. Prayers up to Hamlin. No doubt, man. No doubt. But now if a player went down, Lockport, they may cancel the game. Andy, what happened in the football game? Hope everyone is okay. Andy, player Hamlin on the safety for the Bills. Hamlin went down, Andy. He went down. He collapsed. And they had to give him CPR on the field. That's really all we know right now. I'm waiting for more updates as we go along here. Mikhailov, I'm surprised I've never seen this happen while playing rugby. Isn't that crazy, Mikhailov? Well, Mikhailov, believe it or not, this is apparently the second time this has ever happened, and this hasn't happened really since, according to Zix, since 1971. So really, no one's seen this. That's 50 years ago, 51 years ago. It doesn't happen that often. It doesn't happen at all, Mikhailov, pretty much. This is scary, man. Lockport, yeah, I'm watching it, man. It's scary. Zix, but White can hit the screens and slants, but he played 2 games and was hurt, yes? Oh, he can hit the screen, Zix, yes, but like I'm saying, Mike LaFleur, if you watch the Jets normally, Mike LaFleur is the worst play caller. To even have a guy like Zach Wilson, who's a mobile quarterback, his play calling, it makes Zach a pocket passer, which he's not. He's better on the run. He's better moving. Zach isn't good at all, period. But his play, what he does show he can do is throw and hit guys downfield. He doesn't have any play calling for what Zach's strengths are. None. The play calling's the same for Mike White as it is for Zach Wilson, even though they're 2 different style quarterbacks completely. Zach is not a pocket passer. He's not. I still won't call Zach a bust because I think if Zach had the right coach, he may look completely different. So I'm not calling him a bust. He is on the Jets, but not overall because he was never given the opportunity to play to his abilities. They brought in a rookie quarterback that's supposed to be a franchise guy. Then you bring in a rookie play caller who doesn't call the plays according to what his quarterback is, which he throws down. If you watch Zach Wilson's big-time completions, they're all down the field, and they're all rolling out of the pocket, every one of them. But he doesn't call plays for him like that. So he needs to be out of here. Robert Saleh, he can stay. I don't believe in fire, especially when we had a turnaround year for the most part. Most part, they had a turnaround year. Lockport, Hamlin was taken by ambulance week 2 against the Titans. Had a neck injury then. Oh, my gosh. Had CPR and AED on the field. Deleted. Oh, deleted. Welcome into the basement. Subscribe. Bell notice. Like button. Blackthorn, decision has to be coming soon. I say call it, make it up later, and everyone just pray and love your families. Amen, Blackthorn. At this point, we're probably about 45 minutes or longer now into this delay. Who's going to want to come out and play now? Who's going to want to come out and play? Zix, play tomorrow. So TV network schedule, stadium availability, staff, tickets, football standpoint, it makes sense, but it's not easy to do. No, it's not. Absolutely not easy to do. Truba, it all depends on the outcome. It was definitely a cardiac event. Yes. 100% Truba. 100% cardiac event. I'm trying to see if I can get updates here as we're talking, guys. So bear with me when I'm bouncing around on the screen here. And at this point, I know what not to hit, so I won't disappear or lose the stream. If, in fact, the stream goes off, my OG cellar dwellers already know I'll be right back. Anybody that's new in the basement, if you see the stream leave, don't worry, I'll come back. It's usually user error. I'm usually the one that ends the screen by accident. Let me see if I can find some things here, man. Damar Hamlin. Let's see if I can find something here. This update was 6 minutes ago. So, all right, this is the closest one I got. This is an update from 6 minutes ago. Buffalo Bills, Bengals, Monday temporarily, blah, blah, blah. Second-year player. Hamlin tackled. Got that. Ambulance was brought on the field. Okay. Being transported. Faces of players. Okay.
You know what? I'm in. She's all yours. Want some tacos?
I'm not really in the mood.
Yeah, you're right.
Hamlin, 24, local standout. University of Pitt. Led Panthers and tackled. Pass defended. Bills selected him 6th round, 2021. Much larger role in the hospital at the moment. Updates will be coming. All right, no official updates yet. No official updates yet, guys. I don't have any. Yeah, there's no updates. I'm looking here, guys. I'm looking. I'm looking here, guys. What do we got? Oh boy, there's a few things. Blackthorn, decision has to be coming soon. I read that. Zix, play tomorrow, so TV, read that. Truba, it all depends, read that. Blackthorn, some fans have already left. I'm seeing some thinning on the TV in the stands. Yeah, Lockport, only way they play is if they find out Hamlin is okay. That's right, and that's what we're going for, Lockport. We're going for him being okay, brother. Zix, I think the game manager style better than the gunslinger probably colors my view of Zach. Yeah, he's more of a gunslinger. Like I said, I'm not calling Zach a bust. I'm not going to call him a bust. He's not going to work out with the Jets. He's already lost the locker room. He's not going to work out with the Jets. But I don't think if he gets the right coaching, man, what if Sean Payton was his coach? What if he had a different Andy Reid? What if, he had a different quarterback-minded coach? Saleh's a defensive guy. Mike LaFleur is a brand new offensive coordinator. So maybe if he had the right coach, he might do better. But here, where he is now, it's not all on the play caller. Zach can't complete a pass for 5 yards, but can throw 50-yard bombs. It doesn't make sense. But all the Jets need is a good game manager. That's all they need. They don't need a hero. They don't need a hero. This Jet team will be fine with that. Still waiting on an update here, guys. It's not looking good, though. They show Sean McDermott's out there with Zach Taylor, the coach of the Bengals, talking to the refs. I don't see any players out there.
At this point, the officials, this is out of their hands. This belongs to the NFL. And
It's not even up to the officials anymore. They're saying it belongs to the NFL. This is up to the NFL now.
these two head coaches.
Prayers going up for Hamlin. You're right, Andy. Definitely. Mikhailov, they said people in New York are talking with the teams at the moment. Yeah, they should. The NFL's involved now, Mikhailov. Yep.
All of that needs to be seen. And
Mikhailov, I just read that. Andy, ESPN just said the game will resume Wednesday. They did?
Damar Hamlin.
They're just showing Hamlin right now.
This week 3 after the neck injury to Micah Hyde.
Let's see.
Send it back down to Lisa Salters.
Well, Joe, remember I told you Bills players were starting to come out of the locker room further down the hall. They were met by Bengals players who came from their locker room, and players were just exchanging handshakes and hugs. Stephon Diggs came out of the Bills locker room in his towel, shaking hands and hugging Bengals players. So it appears from this vantage point as if this game is over.
You can see the Bills equipment staff is starting to gather their equipment over on the sideline. So we just have no official word, but if you start piecing this together, you have to believe that we have seen the last play of football here tonight.
Zix. Wait, where did I leave off? Andy, ESPN, read that. Zix, yep, you've got a point. Baker hooks up with a good coaching staff, and we've already seen some results. Right. That's my point, Zix. People that call Zach Wilson a bust, he looks like it, but he's just not suited for the Jets. Right coaching staff, watch out. They're not using him to his abilities. So I don't think Zach has gotten a full fair shake because he hasn't really been utilized to his strengths. That being said, there's a lot of this that's on Zach. You're a professional quarterback. You should be able to pass 5 yards, a screen pass. You should be able to not overthrow a 6'3" wide receiver on a screen pass. All right, things like that are Zach's fault. It's not a play call. It's Zach's fault. But he needed to grow up. He needed to mature. And he needs to learn how to play the game under the right coaching staff. So that's all. That's all my point was there. Peso, they're leaving, going to the hospital. Yep. 460. Prayers up for Hamlin. Welcome back into the basement. 460. Another cellar dweller accounted for. Subscribe, bell notice, like button. Manab, that's awesome. Players should all go to make sure Hamlin is okay. Sandman, I think We should have kept Sam Darnold. What do you think? At this point, I was saying earlier, Sandman, I was saying earlier how great does Sam Darnold look now compared to Zach. We got rid of Sam Darnold for Zach Wilson. And like Sam Darnold looks like freaking Josh Allen compared to Zach Wilson. I mean, goodness gracious. Wow. Wow. Yes, Sandman. I in hindsight, keeping Sam Darnold would have been a better move.
Could not play this game and to find out how Damar Hamlin is doing.
And just knowing how the NFL operates, just to add to it, not only are they
Just giving an update here, guys. Hold on.
They're probably trying to figure out what we're going to do next to let the coaches know what to do, how we're going to do it, just because that's how the NFL thinks. I think the rest of America right now is not thinking about that. The rest of America is thinking about this young man, but the NFL that's kind of how they run their business.
Again, let's bring it back to Damar Hamlin because he is the focus of everything. And he is the only thing that matters tonight. It doesn't matter if they play this game, when they play this game. Damar Hamlin is the person that matters. And in the day and age that we're living in, all you need to do is to see that the entire country is thinking about and praying for this young man, because it is from every person, player, team account right now.
Man, this is deep stuff, guys. This is deep. Just listening to this up here, man, this is deep.
Everybody is just awaiting and praying.
This is deep, man. This is really, really freaking scary, man. It's true. And Gunnar said it earlier here, man. Hug your families, your friends. This can happen at any given time. We just don't expect to see it on the field, right?
And the crowd in stunned silence.
They can't play this game tonight, guys. They can't. They cannot play this game. They cannot play this game tonight.
Awaiting some sort of word, and the head coaches.
Who do we got here? Sandman read that. Tim Dean, Brady, he's a coming. Look out. Tim, welcome into the basement. Hit the subscribe button, the like, and the bell notice. Tim, Brady's coming. Can you imagine if Brady landed on the Jets after he beat up on the Jets like his whole career? But there would be a good storyline, Tim. Would be a good storyline going up against the Patriots twice a year. And with the Jet team that we're going to have, and Breece Hall being back, and the shutdown corners the Jets have. Tom Brady on the Jets, that would be kind of like ironic. But if the Jets went after Tom Brady for 1 year, they're going for it all for 1 year. Zick, Sam Darnold and the Ghosts. I love that part. Oh, boy. Yep. Well, hey, Sam Darnold right now was the better. Would it have been better to keep him? And he's not even his consistent quarterback one. He's definitely more mature and better than Zach.
They never would worry about that. You get CPR to a young man, so you worry about life or death. He can't breathe. And I think that's
Trying to see if I can get an update on another channel. They have it on ABC and they have it on ESPN. Yeah, right now everybody's thinking about your life and death, man. We're not going to be here forever. You don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen, guys. Tim, I've watched you heaps. I'm in Aussie. Nice. I watch your AFL vids. Nice, Tim. Well, thank you, Tim, for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching the AFL vids. I'm trying, brother. I'm trying. I'm confident in about 65% of AFL of what I'm watching. I'm confident in about 65% of it. And I'm getting better. I'm getting better at it. The AFL is an awesome sport, Tim. I got plenty more videos uploading this week. I'm all in this week, man. All back in. Holidays are over. Everybody's back to their lives and their routines. I'm all in this week. I'm uploading a lot more vids this week, Tim. Thank you very much for dropping in here tonight. I'm sorry that it's during such a devastating accident here.
And hopefully before we leave here tonight, they will try to provide an update
Let's see. Zick, Sam Darnold. I read that. Manav.
Now over an hour ago and back down to the turf.
Manav, do you like watching cricket, Tim? Manav is an OG cellar dweller. He's been here a long time. He's a huge cricket fan. I don't know anything about cricket. I'm learning about the AFL right now. I'm learning about footy right now. I don't know anything about cricket, so I can't say it's good or it's bad. I've never really watched it. So Tim here said not as much as he used to watch it, Manav. Tim, again, you do an awesome job. Thanks, Tim. I'm trying, brother. I'm trying, bro. I'm always trying on there, man, but I go in hardcore. I love the sport, the passion that you Aussies show for your sport and your country and each other drew me in to doing more than just a hard hit video. It drew me in to wanting to know more about why you guys are so passionate about the AFL. And now I see it. Now I see it, man. I get it. I watch a lot of game replays, man. I get it. It's an outstanding sport. I love it. Love it. Sandman, what's your thoughts of the XFL coming back? I like it. I like it. I like the XFL coming back because it's going to be different than the first time, Sandman. You remember what the XFL was the first time? It was like wrestling. They had too much of a wrestling, and I like wrestling. I'm a WWE fan. I like wrestling. I do. I still like it. I still like it. They had too much of a wrestling theme, though, for football, man. Too much of remember back then? Too much of the raw and the talking and the, and people watching NFL don't want to see that. Even if they're wrestling fans, you don't want to see that. And that's what I think hurt the XFL the last time. It was too much of a show than it was a game. Now, I think you're going to see it run a lot better under the Rock. I think the whole football situation there is going to be good football. How long we've been trying to get spring sort of football. To me, I'm more into baseball, hockey, and the NBA playoffs than I am football. I watched some USFL games. I watched a couple. I mean, it was okay, but it was let's see how the XFL does. USFL, I don't know how they're going to have to hold that lead together. Nobody was at these games. Nobody. I'm a sports fanatic, but the time of year is really where my brain goes with what sport I should be watching. Come April, baseball just came back, but now we're getting into hockey and basketball playoffs. That's what we're into there. Then baseball in the summertime. To me, the best time to probably have football would be in that dog days of summer when the NBA and the NHL playoffs are over and it's just baseball, right? From the middle of June all the way till football starts in September, the dog days of baseball, dog days of summer. That's where you stick a football team in those months. You go May, June, July, and your championship in August while the NFL is doing their preseason. You can have your championship game during the August time, right before, which leads you into the NFL. But coming in during a time where you have all these different playoffs going on, it's a little hard to do. That's just my opinion. A lot of people are exiting here at Cincinnati. This game's obviously going to be. A lot of people are filing out, so maybe they haven't given us an update yet, though. So I don't know. I don't think they're playing this game tonight. I don't think they're finishing it. Zix, I've been confused. At my age, AFL is Daryl LaMonica, Joe Namath. AFL, the New York Titans. The New York Titans AFL. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Joe Namath and the Jets played the most important Super Bowl for the AFL, which might have folded had the Jets lost Super Bowl III. That's the only thing I can say about my Jets. Grady, another cellar dweller accounted for. Grady, another Australian accounted for in the basement. Got to go back to work now, Johnny. See you soon, brother. I'll be on tomorrow night, Grady, for the Rangers, Hurricanes. Thank you for always dropping in, hitting the like button, and moving on. I got you, Grady. Have a good day at work, brother. Andy, go with Hamlin in Jesus Christ's name. Very good, Andy. Amen. Yep. He needs everything he can get right now, Andy, no doubt. Tim, I follow Essendon Football Club, the Mighty Bombers, and favorite athlete is Tom Brady, 12. Okay. Unparalleled human sport machine and top bloke to boot. Good choices there, Tim. Boy, like I said, if Tom Brady came to the Jets, I won't cry about it. Tom Brady came to the Jets. He doesn't have to be a superstar like, just has to manage the game. But I want the Jets to have a quarterback that's going to be around for a few years of winning football. That's what I want. The Jets are going for the one-year home run and want to go for Rodgers or Brady. I got to tell you, wouldn't be that excited about it. I wouldn't be that excited about it. Only because they're older. And what are we going to get out of it? What if they break down while they're on the Jets, which probably would happen. Of all times to fully break down would be when they're on the Jets. So I'd rather go for more of a guy. We don't need a quarterback to actually carry the team. You need a solid game management. That's it. Solid game managing from our quarterback. With the defense the Jets have, Breece Hall is going to take a lot of the load running the ball. We're going to have our linemen back. Our quarterback doesn't have to be a world beater. Everything's on the quarterback. Everybody's leaving the stadium. I don't see this game continuing.
And everybody obviously is trying. And the only concern, of course, Damar Hamlin. You said it. I think that
Sandman, are you a Yankee or I'm a Yankee fan? I do like the Mets, though, Sandman. The Mets are my second favorite team, believe it or not, but they are. The Mets are my second favorite team. I'm a Yankee fan overall, though. Trouba, game is suspended for tonight. I figured that. They officially called it.
there are no words.
Hamlin is officially in critical care right now, guys.
24-year-old. He collapsed on the field.
Hold on, they're giving an update.
Got up.
Hold on.
Immediately went back down.
See if you can hear it.
And he left this stadium by ambulance at 9:25 Eastern. And again, he is at UC Medical Center. And we get anything before we go off the air, we will pass it on. But our time is running out here tonight on this Monday night.
Yeah, it's officially postponed, guys. It's officially postponed. Yep, I got it now. Trouba, game suspended. Zix, network announced game suspended. I'm seeing it now too, guys. Hamlin's in critical condition. It sounds like a neck injury. It's worse than that, Andy. It's worse than the neck injury. As far as I know, it's worse than that. Tim, he's going to go to the Jets when he's 55. It's penciled in. That probably would be the case. That probably would be the case. That's what the Jets would do. Tim, Andy, bless his heart. Zix, I agree with you about Brady. Feel the same with Rodgers. Yeah. It's just not that exciting to me, Zix. I mean, if you're going to go for it all, if that's the reason they get them, then you better win it all. Because to me, if you have younger guys like Derek Carr, or somebody that can be on the team for a few years, that can keep moving forward with the team, I'd rather have that. But if you're going to bring in Brady or Rodgers, then you better win the Super Bowl the year they come in. You better win it. You better win it. Otherwise, we're going to miss out on quarterbacks we could have had. Lamar Jackson is a dream of mine. I don't think we're going to get him. But you bring in one of those two guys, you better win the Super Bowl in that first year or two. You better win it. Because if you don't, who knows? Then we have to start all over again. That's the problem. I'm going to be shutting this down here, guys, in a minute. I'll read a few more of these, though. Sandman, I stream Yankee games more than Met games. I will do an occasional Met game, though, Sandman. But I stream a ton of Yankee games. Andy, yeah, got it postponed. Roger Goodell just postponed it. Yep, Zix, network confirms it. Critical condition, I know. I saw it, man. Critical condition, really bad. Manav, good night, Johnny. Prayers for Hamlin. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. I'll be back here tomorrow night for the Rangers and the Hurricanes, 7 p.m. Gunner, I don't even know what to think. Please be okay. This is more important than hell yeah, it's more important than football, Gunner. All day long, it's more important. This is real life, man. Guy, young man, 24 years old, man. He may lose his life. This is really freaking scary, man. Tim, I have to go back to work. I hope your countrymen there make a full recovery and everything turns out okay. Don't like to see anyone injured. Neither do we. Neither do we. This is not good. It's not good. Lockport. And thanks for the support, Tim, by the way. Thank you for the support on the Australian footy videos. And thanks for supporting the channel, brother. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you in more live streams, Tim. Thank you. Lockport, hearing John Murphy, the voice of the Bills, had a stroke. That's why I wasn't called. What the hell is going on? Really? What? Lockport, man. Wow. What is going on? Oh, that's crazy. Joe, thanks for staying so long. Appreciate it. Got it, man. We're all in this together, man. We're all going to be watching it. I hung in here the whole time, man, because I wanted to be here with you guys, going through this with you guys, man. This is real life stuff, Joe, and everybody else that's still in this chat, man. This is real life stuff, man. This man's got a family that went in the ambulance with him. This man, his new year just started. He's 24 years old. 24 years old, man. This just shows you, man, anytime, it's always fine because when someone passes away or a young person like this happens too, we all come together and say the same thing. Well, it could be any day. We do all the cliches, man, but it's really true. Tomorrow is promised to nobody. Tomorrow is promised to no one. No one. We take that for granted when we're all younger, right? I'm in my 50s, guys. I'm in my 50s. And I forget that I'm that age. I forget that I'm that age. This guy's 24. Your life could be gone in an instant, just like that. When you guys see me yelling and screaming about the Jets or about the Rangers or the Knicks or whatever, right? You guys see me flipping out on that stuff. I could stroke out right here. My wife always worries that I'm going to have a heart attack down here while I'm doing this stuff. Anything can happen at any time, guys. You got to enjoy every minute of every day that you are granted and given. Every day you wake up is a day to make a change. There's a new start to your day. It's a day to do something different than you did the day before. A day to improve yourself better than you lived the day before. We say all these things. We should be saying these things under normal circumstances, and we never do. We wait for these circumstances, say, wow, look at what could really happen here. This is scary stuff, man. So wanted to hang in here as long as I could with you fellows about this, man. Bruin night, man. I'll see you tomorrow night, Bruin. I'll be in tomorrow night. Rangers, Hurricanes. What about Rob? Another cellar dweller accounted for. Rob, in the basement. Gonna pray for that, man. Hell yeah. Andy, Bills should win the Super Bowl championship for Hamlin. Well, there you go. If they weren't motivated enough already, now this will be even more motivation. Zix, be well all and happy and prosperous New Year's. Prayers for Hamlin. Amen, Zix. I'll be on tomorrow night. Bob, another cellar dweller accounted for. Bob, praying for Hamlin, brother. Us too, Bob. Tim Dean, yeah, no worry. Yeah, brother, no worries, man. Appreciate it. Mikhail off, praying up for Bills organization at the moment and those impacted. Amen. And on that, Mikhail off, I'm going to end the stream here. Prayers up for Damar Hamlin. Absolutely prayers up for him and his family. Please let him get through this, Lord. Please let Hamlin get through this and come out with a full recovery, and still to be able to lead a full life. This is, wow. This is the furthest thing from what I expected to happen here tonight, guys. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'll be on tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern United States time. New York Rangers, Carolina Hurricanes, 7 p.m. right here in the basement. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Keep your prayers up. Keep your families and your friends in mind. Give your family a hug. If you have beef with your family or beef with one of your friends, make up with them. Make up with them because you never know. You never know. Just never know, guys. So we're going to leave it at that. Subscribe, bell notice, like button. And we are out. Dave Oz, respect to the first responders doing CPR. 100%, Dave. 100%. And Manav, go hug your family and wife, Johnny. Love you all forever. We love you too, Manav. Love you too, brother. I'm out. We're out now, guys. Love all you guys. Appreciate you all. Thanks for supporting the channel. And again, prayers up for Hamlin, Johnny Basement. I am